It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Hey Warriors, it's Mike from the forum, and I'm having my morning coffee. It's kind of a place out in my backyard. I come out and sit, and I just got to tell you, I'm over my rant. I can actually be in a good mood sometimes, but that kind of got me sort of hacked off. So what I wanted to do a video on and tell you about was this. I've had a lot of emails about the $20 pay-per-click profit formula. So just to give you an overview, to give you an idea of how, if I was going to buy a product, if it was something that I wanted, if I want to learn how to do some internet marketing on steroids, what I would want is the product. I would want the product to be like a toolkit, sort of step by step, so that when I open the doors to my workshop, all the tools that I needed were there. That's the thing. I want all the tools there, and so when I start on this part, I have a tool for it. When I start on the next part, I have a tool for it. And when I start on the next part, I have a tool for it. And I want somebody to give me an instruction guide on how to use those tools. So, for example, in the $20 pay-per-click profit formula, one of the things that you have to do is you have to learn how to set up pay-per-click campaigns on AdWords. And there's a really neat little tool you can use. Once you understand how to structure the campaigns, there's a great little tool you can use that Google has. So, you know, I want to show you how to do that. The keyword research. There's a really easy way to do it. You know, I see people going through thousands of keywords, and I'm like, golly, you don't have to do all that. What you need to do is pick the keywords that buyers will use, and I'll show you an easy way to tap into a resource that Google has that is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's a resource that most people don't know about, but it's an actual compendium. It's a database of keywords that people are searching on. So you know that the keywords that are being shown are being searched on. So that's your keyword selection. That's your AdWords setup. Landing pages, squeeze pages, whatever you want to call them. People say, "Oh, you know, this is all great, but I don't know how to build a landing page." Well, I got a tool for that. I'm going to show you how to build them free, but then I'm also going to show you how you can automate the whole process. And you know, some of these tools cost a little bit of money, some of them are free. But the bottom line is, if there's a paid resource, I'm going to show you how to do it free first. Now, the free way always takes longer. I mean, that's how it is. So anyway, and then your autoresponder. Is there a free autoresponder? Well, yes, there is, but the deliverability is not that good. You'll have to work a little harder. But I'm going to show you how to use an autoresponder. I mean, because that's one of the tools that you have to have a successful online business. And I didn't start making any money on the internet until I started using an autoresponder. Well, that's not totally true. I'd make a sale every month or something. So anyway, the last part of it is how to kind of set up an email sequence that will result in sales. It's not just enough to have a landing page. You got to have an email sequence that will turn your subscribers into customers. And the email sequence has to consist of several different parts. It has to have the correct, it's kind of like a recipe. You can't bake a cake without a recipe. You can't cook anything without a recipe. I mean, you can try throwing things in a pot and see what will happen, and sometimes it'll turn out good, and sometimes it's just not so good. And so when we're dealing with our money, that ain't going to work. So you got to have a recipe that will convert subscribers into buyers, and I'm going to give you that too. So when you put all this together, I've already shown you the sequence map. The sequence is, you know, you get a click, they subscribe up to your opt-in page, and then you follow up with an email sequence, and then eventually lead them to a sales page that results in sales. And this is exactly how I do it. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you just one little niche that I operate in, and I'll show you approximately what my ad spend is. And I really don't like to spend more than $10 to $17 a day on AdWords. That's it. I want to drive traffic that way. Great. Are there free ways to drive traffic? Yes. And I'm going to give you a complete 50-part traffic generation video course for people that don't want to spend any money, but they can set up the rest of this stuff all exactly like it's supposed to be set up, and it'll result in sales. So the idea here is to give you a system that you can use for any product, that you can spend a little bit of money on if you want to, because as long as you're making money, you can spend all the money you want to. If I have to spend $1 to make $2, that's a business, that's profitable. If I have to spend $1 to make $1.50, that's profitable. Now, as it gets down, you know, it's not really worth investing the $1 if you're only going to make $1.05 back. Although that's still profitable. So anytime you can spend a little bit and then make a lot more. Now, most of my campaigns, I'll spend $1 and make $3 or $4, and that's kind of like my cutoff. If I can spend $1 and make $8, that's good too. So anyway, like I said, I'm over my rant, and I hope this video is a lot more heartwarming. But that's what's in the $20 pay-per-click profit formula. So the whole idea is you spend less than $20 to drive traffic, and you get sales that are at least 3 to 4 times what your ad spend was. So and you'll get a couple more details on this. And at the end of this video, like I said, I'm going to show you some of the income results and what I've spent on that. So stay tuned.
Okay, like I said, I'm going to show you some actual expense data and income data. And so what I've done is logged into my AdWords account, and obviously, you know, I'm not supposed to show part of this stuff, so Google doesn't want you to show certain things. Anyway, what I did want to show you is the date. I've picked a 7-day period. It was the 13th through the 20th of October, and in this 7-day period I spent $154.18. So you know, if I was making $300, that'd be spend $1, make $2. And anyway, this is for one product. This is one campaign in my AdWords account, and you can see the click volume here. Some days are higher, some days are lower, but the bottom line is for a 7-day period I'm spending about $20, maybe sometimes a little bit more than that, but it's around a $20 deal, and my average cost per click is around 13 cents. So let's hop over to my ClickBank account and look at this. Now, we can't look at the exact same 7-day period because I've got an email sequence that starts when people opt in on the 13th. You know, they click, they opt in on the 13th, and then 5 days later they get the sales email. So what we want to do is look at sales from not the 13th through the 20th, but sales from the 18th through the 25th. So let's do that now. Okay, now we're over in my ClickBank account, and I've pulled up sales from the 18th through the 25th, which is a 5-day window that's later than what I just showed you. It says I've got 27 results, $312.71. So that's about a $2 per $1 spent. And the reason I'm showing you this one is because anybody who thinks that they can start this and immediately get $8 for spending $1, I don't want you to think that. I want you to think, okay, if I can double my money, this is a good deal. And so I've just shown you can double your money, but you can do a lot better than that. But I don't want to show you my big accounts, because if I do, you'll think you can do it. You should be happy. If you're new to this business, you should be very happy to spend $1 and make $2, spend $1 and make $3. And that's what I recommend you shoot for at first. Now, can you do better than that later on? Well, of course you can. But let's shoot for a target that's going to work and something that you feel pretty confident that you can do. So anyway, that's just a little bit of an income example using the $20 pay-per-click profit formula, and my next email is going to blow you away. So be looking for it.